So that was my solo flawless run on Malkarion using chain blades, which I've done a couple times now, but that one was the fastest one I've had so far by a pretty good margin. And I'm doing this because there is a mastery for doing a solo flawless on Malkarion, so I'm trying to show you guys kind of what I did to get that to happen. And keep in mind that your run will not be exactly like mine. I had different amps than you might have, and also on Malkarion, it did a really good moveset that made it really fast. But speed's not the object here. It's mostly just not getting hit. But speed does help you in not getting hit because the faster you kill it, the less time it has to, hit you. So there's that. But I will be showing you guys the rest of my run and sort of talking about some of the amps I got and some of that stuff. And the first thing I want to say is that this was not the cleanest escalation run I've ever had by a long shot. It was just not that good overall. The best part was pretty much just the Malkarion fight, and that was it. But the rest of it wasn't bad, and I have done a lot better in other cases. Like, I had one attempt on Escalation where I almost got like a complete flawless, except for Malkarion and round 4, which round 4 is the hardest round by far, I'll tell you what. But to go ahead and talk about this run a bit more, the amp selections I had throughout the entire run was in round 1, I got Thrill of the Hunt, in round 2, I got Violent Impact, in round 3, I got Spiteful Onslaught or Evasion. So it was Spiteful Evasion, and in round 4 I got Spiteful Onslaught, which I should have taken Executioners in round 4, but I'm not very intelligente, so my apologies for that one. And to also go into the build, since we're already here, might as well discuss it. I had the Hellion Chain Blades with the Reaper's Dance Special and Serrated Blades modifier. And for my gear, I had the Reza helmet with the Shroud chest piece, Malkarion gloves, and the Charg feet. And now I understand that some of y'all might be going, but Douglas, I don't have some of these pieces. Well, I apologize, but this is the best I could do to get a really good, just damage output that I wanted. And that's what I was going for. And I also popped a lot of potions during this escalation. Keep that in mind. This escalation, I use a lot of potions, which I don't really suggest you do that. And the only time that I might suggest it is for Malkarion, maybe, if you're trying to go for a really quick kill, to just like get it done really fast and not have to deal with it flying around like a complete goon, then that's fine. I respect that. But for the rest of the escalation, I wouldn't use potions unless you're trying to just go for a really quick round or trying to see just how crazy you can make things be. Like for instance, I use Twin Suns a lot in Escalation, and using potions with Twin Suns makes the weapon crazy. Well, crazy in quotation marks, just so you guys understand. It's not a broken weapon, it's just fun to use, especially with Violent Impact. But yeah, if you want to use potions, it's up to you. I don't really, it's not like the end-all be-all of using them, but if you do use potions, I would suggest for Chain Blades using Frenzy Tonics, Blitz Tonics, and I would probably honestly suggest using Assault Tonics, which I did not. I instead used Aether Drive Tonics. So there's that. I made a mistake there. And for the Lantern choice, it might be better to go with Embermane, but I just like Drask. I like Drask more, and that's just me. Now, when all said and done, you'll have this perk summary. You'll have +6 Conduit, which is attack speed, Cunning, which is extra crit chance and also crit severity, and crits are a very big factor in Escalation. I will keep saying that in these videos because in this season of Escalation, it's like I'm gonna go ahead and call it like the shock Escalation or something like that. Crits are like king. Crits are really good if you can get them. So we have Cunning because it makes crits better. We got Overpower, Rage, Rage Hunter, all damage perks, all very good to have if you can manage it in your build. And we got +3 Discipline and +3 Berserker. Discipline keeps me at half life, which everyone always asks me what Discipline does. It just keeps you at half life and it gives you a bit of crit chance, which, like I said, crit chance is nice to have. But the main thing here is being half life just at the start of the run. It really helps out with the just flow of the entire fight. And we also has the Young Berserker, which is more damage. You get stacks of damage, and it also takes away a bit of your health. It's high risk and high reward type thing in a way. Like it's a give and take, or it's a double-edged blade. It's something like that. It's one of those references, one of those things that describes what Berserker is like. And this is just like a really fast-paced build.
Where's my precious?
Hello?
Where is what we can't live without?
Oh, I know what's going on. If you guys want an Iceborne build, I do have one linked in the description. So, yeah, you're welcome. Now, moving swiftly onwards, this Escalation run like I said, was not the prettiest thing in the world. And I think that if you want to go for a flawless run, like just for shenanigans and just for, you know, grins and whatnot, it's gonna depend on the weapon you're using and also on the behemoths you get in Escalation. Like, if you get Hellion, Shroud, and in some cases Skarn, it's not the easiest thing to get a fast run, depending on your weapon, just because of like all the stuff that they do. They're really AoE kind of behemoths in a sense. Like Skarn, not so much, but Shroud and Hellion are, you know, they like throw stuff on the ground and it makes you annoyed. They're bullies, you know what I mean? So if you're going for like a really fast run that is also a flawless run, and you're using a build that doesn't have Iceborne, it's gonna be difficult and it's gonna be pretty RNG dependent, just as a fair warning. But overall, I did have fun playing Chainblades in this mode, and I will be trying to make a Escalation tier list, which is going to be all what I think is good. Okay, there's going to be weapons that are like, you know, better than others, but I'm going to be talking about what is fun to play in Escalation and what I think is very, like, you know, very good overall. Like good in every kind of sense in Escalation, because some weapons are really good on a lot of things, but they fall short in other areas, in my humble and, you know, most of the time always correct opinion. Just saying. But hopefully you guys liked this video and it showed you guys how Escalation kind of goes for me, at least, and like how I approach it. And hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of video, because I didn't know exactly what to make today, but I kind of enjoyed recording this video. So yeah, hopefully it was nice to listen to and you guys learned something. And if y'all liked the video, it'd be, you know, pretty righteous to leave a like on the video. And if you have a comment for me or other people, other gamers in the chat, then it might make sense to leave a comment. And lastly, I do want to say, if you guys want to support the channel and the things that I do on said channel, which is okay, I guess. You know, I do an okay job. You can do so by using my Epic Games Perk Card code in the Epic Games Store or in the in-game Dauntless store. Doing so helps me out a ton and it costs you nothing extra. So as always, thank you very much to everyone that does that. Always going to appreciate it. Always going to just be thankful for the fact you guys support the channel and my livelihood. Thank y'all very, very much. Anyway, y'all, that's the end of the video. I will see you in another video, probably tomorrow. Probably not. Hopefully, though. But until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.